so quiet out here that like every single sound seems like it's ASMR, or like, when they record the really specific sound effects for a movie and somebody's walking across the gravel and you can just hear the gravel crunching like really crystal clear because there's like no noise pollution, there's nothing else going on. It's just, yeah, it's like whatever you're sort of doing is the center of the universe almost. It's like really strange. Like you're really aware of yourself because you're the one that's like making the noise because everything else is so still. So I've set myself all these little challenges to complete before I get back to Brisbane. And I've decided like out here is the best place for it because there's no one around, there's no distractions, nothing's gonna happen. The odd car drives past like right now. But like I could sit here on my laptop, I could sit here, do journals, I could work out, I could meditate, just listen to what's going on inside of me, which is the main thing that I really need to do on this trip. And yeah, got my things that I want to complete. I'm going to complete them. So I've stopped driving so much. I'm trying to slow myself down because earlier in the trip I was just covering huge amounts of distance, trying to get somewhere comfortable, and now I've just kind of accepted that it's hot and sweaty. And yeah, once I started arriving at all these different places where there was nowhere to swim, like I was sort of rushing for the next place where there would be water. But then as it got drier and drier, I stopped chasing that as well. So now I'm at peace with, like, this is pretty much the worst of it, but it's quite pleasant. Got a bit of shade. The Ute's got its little bit of shade. The windows are down. Should be okay. Everything's insulated anyway. Like my laptop's got insulation around it, and yeah. I would hate to cook any more technology or break any more stuff, but so if it's part of the journey, it's part of the journey. So yeah, slowing down. It's hard to slow down. Also, I was talking about the sounds, like how clear the sounds are. I don't know about those flies buzzing around that microphone, but that might be more unbearable for people watching and listening than it is for me because I've become accustomed to it, totally used to it now. I am equanimous, not reacting to anything that is positive or negative, and just have balance, equilibrium inside of myself. That's the goal. Point zero. The journals are changing. I can feel that they're changing, and I hope that that's it's like, people who are along for the ride, like watching them, are cool with it changing from like, oh, look at this cool waterfall, look at all these things that are happening, this is so beautiful, I'm so excited, to like this slower, more internal journal. And then as we move back into places where I can swim again and explore again, and there's like heaps more going on, I'm sure they'll get like more, like I'll stop turning the lens of my awareness inside and I'll start looking outside again, and having a look around, having some experiences, sharing some stories. There's probably stories here, like I saw the traditional owners or rangers come through and check the place out. Got like aloe vera in my eye. I did some self-care. Like I just sprayed myself down with aloe vera, put some coconut oil on my skin, and like all the dried out skin and that, and had some of this plant medicine blend that I have. It's nothing hectic, it's just like echinacea and honeysuckle, echinacea, forsythia, balloon flower, Isatis root, Isatis leaf, Japanese catnip, Chinese licorice, And then it has ethanol, spearmint oil, glycerol, and purified water, I imagine, as like preservative. And it's like a liquid that you just drink. And it's like, yeah, boosts your immune system and keeps you healthy and all that. I got it 90% off. That's a funny story in itself, because I actually got it for my brother-in-law, because he was feeling a bit run down, because their kid had been sick and had like a flu-y kind of thing. Not COVID, don't freak out. They've all been checked out. And yeah, I got him some of that mixture, and I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it in any of the chemists, and that chemists often sell it. And then I found this place, and there was this little old fella sitting behind the counter, and it was like all empty. There was like nothing on the shelves. Like they must have been closing down the store or going out of business or whatever. And there was like one shelf that said 90% off, and there were 4 bottles of this stuff. So I got like 4 bottles of it for $4 each, and that was an absolute bargain. So I took 2 for myself, gave 1 to one of my sisters, and the other one to my brother-in-law and my other sister. Yeah, I trust all the holistic, natural stuff way more. I've probably said it before, but like, and I don't know, I haven't verified this, but like back in the day in China, it is said that you only paid your doctor when you were healthy. If you got sick, you didn't have to pay him anymore, and he'd have to fix you, because it's all preventative. Like the medicine in that culture, it's like eat the correct foods, let food be thy medicine. Just like, actually, if we go all the way back to ancient Greece and Rome, like they understood that too. So it was always preventative. I don't know when the tipping point occurred, when we switched from understanding how to fortify and strengthen our bodies and focus on the positives, to when we started to like attack disease and viruses and bacteria with like harsh chemicals and medications. And like, I don't know when that actually happened. It would have been a slow takeover from the old way to the new way, because it's much more profitable to destroy your immune system, like to use harsh stuff that's actually going to have long-term negative effects, so that you're going to need more medicine, than it is to use the preventative stuff that's actually going to keep you quite healthy, and you're not really going to need anything. So it's the same with everything in life. Like, you can do things with care and do them thoroughly, and make sure that you take care of yourself, your and your like everything that you're responsible for, and everything will grow and blossom and thrive as it should. But if we just let everything go to shit and then try to slap band-aids all over it, we're gonna just slowly fall apart. And I guess everyone's somewhere on that spectrum. I don't know how these flies are going, eh? Yeah, everyone's somewhere on that spectrum. Like, no one's like perfectly holistic and like balanced, or maybe they are. I shouldn't say nobody. But like, yeah, I could be healthier. I could do more things now that would be better for my health in the long term. I could also do far less. I could also just, yeah. But the thing is, like, I've experienced what it's like to just try to use band-aids to fix everything to an extreme. Like, I swung the pendulum all the way that way, and it sucked. Like, I was so unhealthy and so broken. And I honestly believed at one point that I'd taken so many drugs and done so many negative things that I would never be healthy again. Like, there was no way to reverse it. But it's actually, anybody who is feeling that, like, no matter what you've been doing, if you've been smoking ice and injecting heroin, like, it's reversible. And it's surprising how fast your body will come back to health, and how fast your mind will come back to like stability, like no matter how much you've put it through. once you start treating it right, like all it needs is it needs, you know, like it just needs its, you need your micronutrients, your macronutrients, which is just fancy words for like nutrition. You know, you just need to nourish your body, nourish your mind, and drink plenty of water. And it's not like rocket science either. Fruit and veg, it's stuff they always, like everyone knows it's good for you. Fruit and veg, nuts, like natural whole foods, not processed crap, not too much animal products, you know, clean yourself out. Stop drinking. So yeah, stop doing all the stuff that, or stop taking all of the poison first. Even if you didn't have a super nutritional diet, just the second you stop poisoning yourself, you'll get healthier. Your body will. Your body is an amazing machine. It can do so much more than a lot of us think it can do. I'm impressed with my body every day. Keeps beating my heart, keeps drawing oxygen into my lungs and distributing that oxygen through my body to make sure my muscles can all move freely and powerfully. So much is going on inside of us. We're miracles. But then at the same time, we just are what we are. Like, it's not that big of a deal, is it? You can look at it that way too. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments below if these flies are absolutely unbearable. But the problem is I won't read those comments for months because I won't be posting these journals for a long time. I'm just going to hope that you can tolerate this with me. Click the like button for me, subscribe if you haven't already. Just giving you a reminder because that stuff really does help. And I'll see you when I'm looking at you.